bullet journals, art projects, organized planner sheet.
Well, hello, I welcome you to Organized Planner Chic. I'm Lucinda, and hey, the first thing that you're going to need to do this DIY is a pocket folder from Dollar Tree. And the ones I'm showing here are the clear ones, but right there I've got a solid one. It's not clear. And you'll see toward the end I'm also going to use a paper one. All right, and so you're just going to start with that and use a template. Before you do that, though, of course, you want to pull off the little sticky label, which is really easy to do on this type of plastic that's on here. So you see I'm pulling that off. So your template can be anything that's kind of the size that you want. What I'm using here is a really old, tried and true craft folder from my Organized Planner Chic Etsy shop. I've been using for a while, and you don't want to use like a full insert because the insert has a bunch of pages and it's thicker, and you know those pages kind of stack on top of each other, and they make it smaller on the inside than the outside. So it's easier to use a craft folder like this, which is what you're going to basically have, just a plastic dashboard version, or use a dashboard that's going to be the size that you really want, and then it'll just be a tiny bit smaller maybe. So I'm clipping it on here to hold it in place because I'm not going to draw a line I don't think I did on any of these. Instead, I'm just going to cut around it. But if you're nervous about that, go ahead after you put the clips on there and use a pen or a pencil. I'm not sure if a pencil would show very well, but a pen, and mark around where you want to cut. But I didn't do that because I was too lazy. But if you don't want to use the pen, then you want to be really careful to make sure that you don't cut through to the other side, because sometimes, so you see I'm checking here, sometimes it might be a little longer on one side and a little bit shorter, of course, on the other side. So you want to be real careful and make sure that you trim the plastic and not the paper that you're doing. So I'm being really careful here. I think I used, I used also a dashboard on another one, and I think that was it. Yeah, I used a dashboard on some bigger size ones that you'll see here toward the end, because I did some in all different sizes. And so here I'm finished cutting. I'm going to take the little clamps off, and we'll see how well it matches, or how cool it looks. It's so awesome because it already has that pocket in there, and it's just perfect. Look, it is so cool. Now it's got that little hole there. So I was going to originally try to make some of these for my Etsy shop, but I thought, well, no, it's got a hole there. Nobody's going to want to buy that. And it's only got one hole, so you can't even really put it inside of anything. But you see you've got those little sides that aren't attached now because it's been cut. And you can just use some clear tape to do that, but I used some terrifically tacky tape. So we've started with $1, just $1 to do what we've done so far. I think most everybody has some clamps and some scissors, and then I got that tape from Dollar Tree as well. I saw it, tons of it. I saw it all the time for forever, but I don't know, maybe the last couple of months or maybe a few months or so, I haven't seen any there. But it's the Jot brand, just the same brand that this folder is, but it was some Jot brand tape that's the same as terrifically tacky tape. You can also buy this tacky tape by another name at Michael's and Hobby Lobby, but it was so cheap at $1. But anyway, you don't have to use that. You can just use regular clear tape. I just thought it might look a little cleaner, and it looks definitely cleaner on the ones that I did that are colored and not clear at the bottom. I think it probably looks pretty clean also on this as well. I think you can probably see it if you're looking for it from the inside, but from the outside I don't think you can really see it. But I just thought it would be easier to make it smooth, and I think it turned out okay that way. And so we'll see here, I'm going to do the last little piece. So on terrifically tacky tape, you just you lay it on there, the sticky part on one side, and then you have the little red tab that I'm having trouble pulling right here, and you just pull that tab up off and then you just lay it down. And so here we go. There, I'm being really precise because that's me. And then we have the pocket, and I think it just looks perfect other than that little circle on the back, but that's not going to bother me. It's a DIY. I'm happy with it, and so I think it turned out great. So now I'm just going to show you that I did a bunch of different sizes for different traveler's notebooks that I have. All of these are from my Organized Planner Chic Etsy shop. And so here is the first one that we just did, and you see it there, and it fits perfectly. It's got the pocket, and then on the other side we see that one. Awesome. I just think it looks great, and it was so inexpensive to make. Okay, so that is a passport size. This is a pocket size. And I really love this one. This one was floral, and I just love how well the other, that's a dashboard I made, just comes through with the color of the clear one on top of it. I just think it's so, that I think is my favorite one, the way that it looks in terms of the clear ones. And then this one is, this one did not come from my shop. I made it. This traveler's notebook, it's my traveler's notebook Bible bullet journal, but it was never in my shop. It wasn't one that I do have some that are made like this in my shop, but this one, I don't know why I'm even saying this one. So you saw that, I'm talking all over myself, but you saw that one. That one is the white one that had the succulents, or the cacti. I think it had both cactus and succulents in it. I'm always confused as to whether or not a cactus is a succulent, because whenever I look it up, it's not. It looks like they're two different categories. So I say that I think every time I have a succulent in a video. Okay, so then this is an A5, also one of my pieces from my shop. And there is the bigger one with the cactus. Love how the pockets it just works. Other than that little circle, I love it, love it. And then this next one I'm showing you is from another. This one is a pocket folder that is not plastic. It's the paper kind. And I just think it's a pretty one. And I thought I'd go ahead and use that one, because normally you're using paper whenever you make a craft folder anyway. So the others are kind of, to me, a combination of dashboard and craft folder because it's plastic, whereas this one is just a craft folder because it's not plastic. So you can't really stick things to it like you can on the dashboard. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. All my subscribers get an additional discount from my Organized Planner Chic Etsy shop, and check out my Facebook crew with the same name. And until next time, happy planning.